Hello, we're Mother Pickers, and welcome to another What Sold Wednesday.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
All right.
Lead her off.
I do. My first item is a vintage Norm Thompson suede leather men's jacket. And it was $45. And it's been a while since I purchased it, so it's probably $5 or less. So,
Very
so
good,
far,
very
so good.
$40
Yeah.
profit-ish.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm going to jingle the whole time.
We like it. Festive.
All right. The first thing that I have on my list is actually the last thing I sold. It was a lot of vintage Scripto and Timeline lead refills and erasers. Sold that for $10. I believe that was given to me. So $10.
Yeah. Some of those things, office supplies, can be really collectible, really, really valuable. It's surprising. Like, lead pencils.
Yeah.
If you get the right ones.
Well, and they were on there for quite a while too, but from when I listed them, they always got lots of views but yeah. $10. I think
Very
that was an accepted offer, but
yeah, and mechanical pencils could be real good. But just plain old pencils and
yeah, and they were in the boxes, so with the original advertising and stuff, so that made them pretty neat.
And some of the children's erasers are real fun.
I gotta stop saying neat.
Neat. I'll not say nice. You don't say neat.
We'll see.
All right. Well, I have next a vintage 60s wood candle holder, and it was a Swan. It was real neat. It would fold up flat, or you could to store it, I guess, and then you could fold it out to display it. And it was $24 and somewhere between $2 to $5 when I purchased it.
Very good.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. I'm going to have to take a look at it.
Yeah, it's hard to describe. It would just fold up flat, but when it's like a puzzle kind of.
Another thing, or the next thing on my list, was a vintage Lion King Scar toy from 1994. It sold for $12. I think we got it at our local thrift store for probably $1 or less. I don't know.
Yeah. My next thing is a Techniques by Panasonic turntable, and it was $165. And was that at that
the garage sale
where we got all the free stuff?
Oh yeah,
I think it was.
We hit a garage sale. I don't know if it was their second day or what, but their prices were really good. And then we were there just gathering stuff up forever. And then towards the end, they sent us around to the backyard, and they found a bunch more stuff back there. And then as they were totaling it up, they just started throwing things in.
Well, sometime when we came back around the corner, they told us, it was late enough in the day, they were going to give it away for free.
Yeah.
And it was fun. We got a lot of strange stuff we would have never bought, except for it was free.
There was a lot of fun stuff yeah.
And we've learned some things from that.
Yeah.
All right. I guess you're next.
The next one I have it's a pretty exciting one. It was a whole lot of vintage, late 80s, early 90s, Polly Pocket compacts and just little figures. And I think I had that listed for like $140, but someone sent me an offer for $100, and I felt pretty good about that. So I went ahead and accepted that offer.
Yeah, and the Polly Pockets, that's an interesting thing also. Those are bigger. They were like about 1.5 inches, the little dolls.
These were these ones.
Oh.
These were the oldest ones.
Yeah, some of them, the real tiny ones that go in the little box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the little compact.
Those are really popular.
I actually also just listed some of the ones, the size you're talking about, and then some of the ones from kind of earlier 2000s that have the dolls that are like that big.
Anything that's the least bit reminds you of your childhood, people's childhood. What do you call that?
Nostalgic.
Nostalgic.
Yeah. I kind of got sad going through it because those were definitely
Your child.
my Polly Pockets.
Yes.
Well, they weren't actually mine, but they were the same era that mine were.
Next, I have a pair, 2 blush pink wine glasses, and they were $24, and they probably were $1 a piece. I don't remember where I got them even, but they're very pretty.
They sound pretty.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Beautiful.
I guess the next item I have was something that we showed in one of our previous videos. It was the decanter that was also a music box. This was a Black Watch one. It was a man in a kilt with a removable head.
Oh, yes.
That was one. We bought it for $10. I think they originally had it
40.
Was it 40?
Mm-hmm. They had each of them for $40.
I thought it was 30. Maybe it was 40.
It was 40, and then they had it crossed out.
Crossed out and set to $10. And I think I had it listed at 45, and I accepted an offer for 40. So $30 profit.
Yeah.
The $30 profit they initially wanted.
Yes. And I'm sure they looked it up as why, but
I'm sure that's exactly why.
Yeah. My next thing is a clinical veterinary dentistry book, and it was $18, and it was out of the free bin.
Ooh, those are the best kind.
Mm-hmm.
My next one is also a decanter because that just seems to be my...
You like those?
I don't know how that happened, really. It's a Jim Beam Mallard duck decanter. Sold it for $25. Bought it for $5 at our local thrift store. And it's actually one where I wasn't there. She went to the thrift store, saw it. She called me. She was pretty excited because she knew I would like it. We went back to the store together and got this. There was also a vintage, it was a donkey. It was a Democrat donkey political decanter, and that one was empty. But this one actually did have some in it. It actually went down the drain. I hope that doesn't offend anyone.
It offends me.
There was the man there that kept on asking if we were going to try it.
Well, it probably was whiskey, huh?
It was whiskey, and it smelled like whiskey.
Probably like...
it was very fancy.
Yeah. Probably like gasoline, maybe.
A little bit.
And my next sell was my best sell I've ever had, my biggest selling item. And I'm not going to go over it too much, it was a Big E Levi's jacket for $1,400. And I'm very proud of it and excited. And I'm still waiting to see if it gets there. And
waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Yeah. Yes. It's scary.
But that was one from our most recent, our together most recent haul.
Yeah.
Up next, I have, it was a Royal Falcon Ironstone. It was a pudding cup bowl thing. It said Fortnum and Mason on it. Got that at a thrift store a couple hours away, or an hour and a half or so away. I want to say it was probably like $3, but yeah, sold it for $25. That's another one it's been there for a while, got a lot of traffic, but no one ever pulled the trigger till now.
Sometimes stuff, you just gotta wait.
Oh, show off.
Oh no, I'm in trouble.
My phone is on silent.
I know the airplane thing.
It's okay.
I don't know. Oh, there it is.
That was hard.
Yeah, that wasn't very hard. My next thing was a wacky little item. I had a whole bunch of them, and a number of them have sold. But this one is a 2006 WMG sewing thimble shelf sitter. And it's anthropomorphic.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
I was looking through.
And they're
just a cute little guy.
And he was $40, and he probably was $1 when I got him. And I got all sorts of sewing things, and they've went amazingly well. For just little wooden, I don't know. They're cute, but very collectible, I guess, is what they are.
It was weird.
I guess.
One of those
Ta-da,
weird things.
there it is. Cute. Ooh.
This item is a vintage redware black cat creamer pot. It was from Japan. It was shaped like a black cat. Super cute. I actually think I got it the same day in the same place as the ironstone pudding bowl thing I was just talking about. Probably was $3 or so. I think I had it listed for maybe it was 20. The person initially sent me an offer for $6, which I didn't even encounter. I just declined. And then they came back with another offer for 12.
Well, the first offer was so low it was insulting.
It was well, they had sent a message along with it that said that the paint was kind of worn. And that's why I just declined it, because obviously I knew the condition of the item and the price that I picked for it was based off of that. And actually, I ended up looking at it and the paint wasn't even worn.
Yeah, it didn't. Unless they thought where the light shined on it was
I think that's what it was. But yeah, they ended up sending an offer for 12. And it was funny because I had told her that if they had sent an offer for 12 in the first place and not said anything, I would have just accepted it.
They were listening.
And then they sent it. And then I went ahead and accepted it.
Yeah, I suppose when they do that, they think you'll counteroffer. But when it's so low, it's insulting. You just don't even want to talk to them.
Yeah, if it, and maybe you should just go ahead and counter. But I have a tendency of if they
Well, if it's clear,
offend my sensitive psyche,
it was
decline.
offensive. Offensive, yeah.
Offensive.
My next thing is a men's CC Filson black vest, and CC Filson is a good thing to look for, and it went for $125, and it probably was somewhere between $3 and $5. I am never sure, so that's good because I have another one I got the same time.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's exciting.
Wonderful.
Yes.
The last item I have to talk about. It's a little nerve-wracking for me. It just was delivered yesterday. It's an antique children's tea set. I think it's possibly a German one. Covered in kittens.
Oh,
it was so cool. We ended up getting it at our local thrift store. They have kind of a front case where they put kind of the more special items, and they had a half off day. So it was...
I don't remember how much it was.
I think it was listed initially for, it was either initially for 20 and we got it for 10, or it was initially 30 and we got it for 15. I know it had a pretty big price tag on it, but ended up selling that for $144. And then I ended up losing a little bit on the shipping.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping, thanks to a little extra packing I did, that it made it safely. But I'm nervous until I have a review, or until some time passes. I'm going to be very antsy about it.
The next thing is it was so cute. It was another one of those things I wanted to keep. It was a Western trading blanket plush teddy bear, and he was Southwestern print.
Oh,
so cute.
No, that sounds cute.
Yeah, he was. And he went for $19. And I probably was $1 to $3, somewhere around in there, but it was real cute.
Aww.
And then my Robert amber bauble earrings sold right away for $39, which I bought those for $1. And they
it still makes me wonder though, were they worth more?
Oh, they sold so fast. I'm sure some of that vintage.
Anytime something sells suspiciously fast, I think,
Yes.
I didn't list that for enough.
Me too.
Maybe just the timing was right.
Yeah.
I'm sure that you put the right price.
Well, I made plenty on it, so I guess they're happy and I'm happy.
That's what I've gotten to the point where I don't worry about it too much, because, if it's a nice profit for me, it's kind of no skin off my back, and I'll probably never know.
And your dad, he got this Berco thermostat baseboard heater control, and it was probably $2 or so just at the local. I guess it was the local one.
Probably.
And he sold it for $45. So I wouldn't have known what that was, but there it is.
No, it is kind of some of the stuff that he ends up picking out is always pretty fun. Like he got
man stuff.
He got a bunch of filters, didn't he? What was it for snow machines or?
Oh yeah, those might have been filters.
Yeah,
snow machine though.
Okay, I mean they were the ones that he found. They were sealed.
Yeah, and those were Polaris.
They were brand new.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
He done good.
And my last thing, I got a few things, but most of them are not very exciting because I do a lot of clothes and books. But this clothing item was I liked it. It was a vintage St. John collective by Marie Gray, Santana knit pair of pants. And they went for $42, and I probably paid $2 for those.
That's funny. Wasn't that the same brand as the crop shirt in the last video?
Yes.
We're gonna do probably one from that brand every Wednesday. It's looking like.
I do have a jacket. It was kind of a set. But
next Wednesday, check back.
Oh, I do have a book that did pretty good too. It's called They Came for Gold, and it went for $30, and it was either free or $1. Some things I've had for so long, I just don't remember where they came from.
But those are, for some reason, other than things that sell like immediately after they're listed, I really get a kick when
something had forever.
Yeah, it just pops up and it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I forgot I had that.
That's kind of how I felt about the erasers. They weren't on there that long, but it just kind of felt out of the blue.
Yes. Well, sometimes if something's old enough, I think, do I still have that? Where's it at?
She has a massive store.
Yeah.
I don't know how you keep it straight.
Well, if we keep them in their boxes, they're numbered boxes, we do well. We do have a lot of glass stuff just on shelves, and so we tend to have to go through all the shelves looking for it. And so there's probably got to be a better way, but
I'm really liking my bins. My items now outnumber my bins, so before that gets out of hand and things start getting lost, I have to get more bins.
Usually it's good. Every now and then something is very elusive and we have to go through everything.
That's always fun.
And at the last minute you find it. It's been a long time since I shouldn't even say that. Shouldn't even say it.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah. But it has been a long time since we haven't been able to find something. I've had to write and tell our buyer, sorry, we'd lost this. Anyway, she's going to drown on her drink.
Yeah, so we're probably going to have to make another trip somewhere fun because I have to get more bins. I guess it's essentially where...
Doggone it, we're going to have to go shopping.
Yeah, might have to expect another haul video here soon.
And thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for watching. And we'll see you next time.